So the first one is cost. The Privy Council is free. It comes at no cost to the countries that ratify its jurisdiction, its appellate jurisdiction. However, you have to set against that argument that all the countries originally signed up to the CCJ's appellate jurisdiction. So when it was established, all the countries in the region, apart from the Bahamas, agreed to contribute to a trust fund of $100 million for the maintenance and running costs of the CCJ. So whether or not countries use the Privy Council as their final court of appeal, they're still paying towards that trust fund for the maintenance of the CCJ. The second argument is the caliber of the judges of the Privy Council. And it's true that the justices of the Privy Council are the same 12 justices that sit in the UK's Supreme Court. So they have a global reputation for excellence. The third is this idea of judicial independence that was hinted at in the video we watched from the Senate in Trinidad at the beginning. And this is the idea that local Caribbean politicians will somehow be able to influence the judges of the CCJ. And it's true, I've given you there a quote from Selwyn Ryan, who's written extensively about the degree of political interference with national judiciaries. Whether that is true also of the CCJ, I would say is highly contestable. That those who set up the CCJ were well aware of this problem, and they did everything within their powers to safeguard the independence of the judges by setting up an independent regional Judicial and Legal Services Commission that decide who gets appointed to the CCJ. So local politicians have no say in the appointment of the judges of the CCJ, with the exception of the president. And they also have no power to remove the justices of the CCJ. And then the final argument, though, I don't know now if this is just a historic argument, it was the idea that local politicians were keen to establish a regional court of justice because they wanted a hanging court. It's perhaps an unfortunate coincidence that the report of the West Indian Commission recommending establishing a regional court of appeal coincided with the decision of the Privy Council in Pratt and Morgan that it was unconstitutional to hang a man 5 years after his sentence for execution had been read out. And there appeared to be a feeling locally that the judges of the Privy Council had overreached themselves and that they were interfering with a matter that was very much a matter for local politicians to decide. Okay, could I have the next slide?